Hey, good morning and welcome to the fourth hour. I'm a little bit late. I was hoping to get up at 9:30 this morning and there was stuff going wrong in the radio station. And okay, I know there's some funky stuff going on right here. See in the edges of my head. I wanted to put in another background so you could see my collection is actually over that way, the photo you're seeing. But I thought, well, this is a better backdrop than just the wall, the curtain that's actually behind me. So I got a little bit of fuzziness on the around my head that I normally don't have, but we're up and running, and I'm glad you're here. It's been it's been one of those mornings. We had some issues at the radio station, and I just as I was getting ready, I wanted to shoot right at 9:30 like we do each and every day. And so I'm listening to Kello AM, and things are not right. Not anything you would have noticed. Programming is running, everything's, but things were not right. So I fly down there and check it. So every a few bumps today. It's difficult when you take time off. There are literally the number of different clocks that we use in programming just immense. It's huge. So I've got dozens of them. So am I running the right one on the right day at the right time? It just gets overwhelming. I'm hoping you had a wonderful Christmas. I know it's after, but a very Merry Christmas. I just want to make sure that um yeah, my phone went off just as I was getting started here. Um I hope you had a terrific Christmas and everything was just really well. Katie and I had a really nice Christmas. There is my wedding band, which came a day late, but it came. It's really nice. I haven't taken it off since I put it on. So it was just a very relaxing holiday, and I hope you had the same. I hope you enjoyed your time with family and friends. And it's great to be back with you again. So I'm planning on doing this again tomorrow, and we'll roll at the regular time, 9:30 tomorrow. Sorry to be late today. There were things going on at the radio station, and I wanted to make sure that I went down there and got it corrected so that we were rolling. I do have some stories that I want to share with you this morning, just like usual. Let's start with Donald Trump. The Jen is saying banning drug ads would be fantastic. More on that in a moment. Let's start with Trump. I want to make sure I start in the here we go. Donald Trump posting this. Merry Christmas to all, including the wonderful soldiers of China who are lovingly but illegally operating the Panama Canal. Always making certain that the United States puts billions of dollars in repair money, but we have absolutely nothing to say about anything. Also, to Governor Justin Trudeau of Canada, whose citizens' taxes are far too high. But if Canada was to become our 51st state, this is something he has been jabbing Trudeau with for what now? I think a week or better that Trump has been saying this. Their businesses would immediately double in size. They would be militarily protected like no other country anywhere in the world. Likewise to the people of Greenland, which is needed by the United States for national security purposes and who want the U.S. to be there, and we will. Said Merry Christmas to the radical left lunatics who are constantly trying to obstruct our court system and our elections, always going after the great citizens and patriots of the U.S., in particular their political opponent, me. They know that their only chance of survival is getting pardons from a man who has absolutely no idea what he is doing. And then this is what's been leading the news since yesterday. Also, to the 37 most violent criminals who killed, raped, and plundered like virtually no one before them, but were just given incredibly a pardon by Sleepy Joe Biden. I refuse to wish a Merry Christmas to those lucky souls, but instead we'll say, go to hell. We had the greatest election in the history of the country. A bright light is now shining over the U.S., and in 26 days, we will make America great again. Merry Christmas, said Donald Trump. So I wanted to share his comment on True Social. There is another story at Newsmax where he, excuse me, was it? Oh, here we go. Where is this from? Yeah, this is from Newsmax. Some of this I just shared. He's saying Merry Christmas. Oh, here it is. I just left Wayne Gretzky, the great one, as he is known in ice hockey circles. I said, Wayne, why don't you run for Prime Minister of Canada? Soon to be known as the Governor of Canada. You would win easily. You wouldn't even have to campaign. He had no interest, but I think the people of Canada should start a draft Wayne Gretzky movement. It would be so fun to watch. So Trump, I'll tell you what's fun to watch is Donald Trump, even over the holidays, trolling all of his political enemies. It's just absolutely incredible. All right, Jen, I promised the Robert F. Kennedy Jr. story. This is pretty wild. New York Times had this. He wants to ban drug ads on TV. It wouldn't be easy. Again, this is a story from the New York Times. So excuse me, I don't have it. Continue reading. Yeah, I won't be able to. Yeah, say it. Shoot. Let's see if it'll allow me to continue with Google. So it is. Let's stop sharing that. All right. I won't be able to have it. It's at the New York Times today. I was hoping to pick up. Sometimes you will see other outlets that pick it up, and I was scrambling a little bit here. Did not have time to find one, but that's an incredible story. So if he is able to ban drug ads, there have been attempts to try to do this, and the New York Times says it's failed many times over the years, often on First Amendment grounds. So Robert F. Kennedy Jr. trying again. What would you think of that? Banning the drug ads on TV. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. Now, while we're talking about drug ads, let's talk about Elon Musk, because Elon Musk revealed that he is taking I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, Mounjaro for weight loss. He did an Ozempic Santa post. So there he is. There's Elon Musk there in front of the Christmas tree. Mounjaro, like Ozempic, is a GLP-1 inhibitor. Helps people with diabetes regulate their blood glucose, insulin. So a number of people have been taking it to try to lose weight. And so he says he prefers Mounjaro to Ozempic because taking high doses of the latter drug made him fart and burp like Barney from The Simpsons. So he said it seems to have fewer side effects. And he is one of those who's been out there campaigning for these weight loss drugs. And you can see him there in that. Let's go back to the photo. Looking pretty slim Santa. Lord knows that I'm not getting any slimmer based on my habits here over the holidays. It's just been incredible. And I'm not done yet. I'm not through yet. Okay. There are a few other stories to share with you this morning. Tom Homan, as you know, I'm a big fan of Tom Homan's. The Borders are. See what he's saying. talking about his plan for a super sanctuary county, trying to shield then people from ICE. And Holman says he told the Daily Caller News. He said, rather than arresting an illegal alien criminal in the safety and security of a county jail where we know he doesn't have weapons, they're forcing ICE officers into the streets, into neighborhoods to find these people, and find them he will, basically, is what he says. The sanctuary laws are making it more difficult, but it doesn't mean we're not going to do it. It just means we'll have more agents in San Diego, because rather than one guy arresting a guy in a jail, we'll have to send a whole team to safely arrest the guy. So that means that the sanctuary cities then expect more agents. You're going to have more agents then in your city. So it's Democrats who are behind this. Nothing has changed. I didn't expect anything. The New Year's coming up. Are we going to see any New Year's changes? No. No. So who is this? Who is this is Jim Desmond, who is a Republican supervisor. And after this passed, he said, he referred to the policy as a super sanctuary law, and it'll protect these illegal, criminals. Calling it a reckless measure not only goes far beyond California's already extreme sanctuary state laws, but actively endangers our communities by shielding illegal immigrant criminals from deportation. Consider this: under this policy, law enforcement is prohibited from notifying ICE about individuals in custody who have committed violent and heinous crimes. This is where you hope people will just start saying, to hell with what they're being told to do. I'm excuse me, by the left. And so Holman now weighing in on this. I've been clear. President Trump's been clear. We're going to concentrate on public safety threats right out of the gate. What elected official doesn't want public safety threats removed from their community? I think I just told you who they were. It's the Democrats that we see who are, reacting to this kind of thing. Also, with it being Christmas, Pope Francis addressing the Ukraine and Middle East in his Christmas Day message, saying, may the sound of weapons be silenced. I think that's a prayer of so many of us this Christmas and through this Christmas season. So he delivered his annual message then to folks around the world, calling for an end to ongoing conflicts. I think that's something that a lot of us pray for. It's unfortunate, some of these conflicts, you find yourself, you have to engage. You just have to engage in some of these, even though you may not want to, even though you want peace. If you want peace in the longer term, sometimes you have to engage. And it's really unfortunate. And I think that's all I'm going to share with you here this morning. I really hope you had a terrific Christmas. It's great to have you along this morning. And we'll try this again tomorrow, and I'll try to be on time. So 9:30 tomorrow, because I'm up by I wake up this morning about 6:30, I think. So I slept in a little bit. It was actually quite nice. Hoping that's one of the things I love about vacation, the amount of sleep that I'm able to grab. So thanks so much for being here. Drop me an email, of course, anytime. I am checking my email through the holiday. It's greg.belfrage@kelo.com. So if you want to drop me a line, please do. If you would hit the like button. I want to thank you for watching this and making the 4th hour part of your daily routine. I really, really appreciate it. And I thought about all of you very much over the. This has just been a pretty incredible week for me with my wedding to Katie on Monday, and I posted a few photos for you on Facebook for those of you who are Facebook fans. Um, my thanks to Sioux Falls Mayor Paul Tenhaken for officiating. My nephew was going to officiate, and um, there were he and his he just ran into some difficulty. That's all I'll say. So he ran into some difficulty, and it was fairly late. And I thought, what are we going to do? There are some other folks that I know I could reach out to, but the clock was ticking. And so I reached out to the mayor, and he just could not have been nicer. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to Sioux Falls Mayor Paul Tenhaken, who performed our ceremony. He was terrific. Made everybody laugh, took time with my family as we introduced all of them, um, got to know them a little bit, had some great conversation then also with Katie, and it was just really, really fabulous. So I want to, so many of you, especially on Facebook, just your well wishes have really meant a lot to me. Folks saying congratulations and so on, and this has really been magical. I mean, Christmas is always a special time for me anyway, obviously, as we're celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Um, this one was even, special beyond that because of our wedding and right before Christmas, and it was just having the mayor there was just terrific. My family was there, and just a few members of my family. Katie had a few members of her family there. Was just really, really fun. And I want to thank all of you for the well wishes. You folks are just terrific. So, my thanks to you. Hit that like button before you leave. I would appreciate it. And I will see you again tomorrow. So long until then, my friend, and may God bless.